ARCEE, I have a visual. What am I looking at?
Coming up next on the channel, the Transformers Bumblebee ARCEE DLX Collectible figure by ThreeZero. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the new Transformers DLX ARCEE from the Transformers Bumblebee movie. This figure I've been anticipating highly and waiting for, and finally arrived, and here we go. So I haven't gotten a video up in a little over a week, but we're kind of taking it slow with the start of the new year. You know, life comes first, of course, but things have been a little busy, basically. But had to go ahead and make time for this, and I'm super excited, and we're gonna get to it. So first, we got the box. I love the box. It's black. It has this pink highlight. You know, you have ARCEE right here, the Transformers Bumblebee logo, ThreeZero, DLX, Transformers Authentic, Transformers ARCEE. The top, pretty much all the same stuff. Go to the side, you have the Autobot symbol there. DLX, ThreeZero, ARCEE, a little hologram. Flip around to the back. You have, you know, different languages of all this stuff. This is not a toy, blah, blah, blah. And in different languages as well. You know, Transformers trademark. Bottom, more crap. There's a UPC if you need it. On the side, Autobot symbol again. Bring around to the front, and it has this little window here that you can go ahead and pop open. And there it is inside. Oh, so excited for this. You got ARCEE over here. So cool, man. This is gonna be fun. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this open. But first, please subscribe to the channel. All right, let's go ahead and get this open. So there's some tape on the top and bottom. We're just gonna go ahead and peel that off. Like that. It's pretty simple. And let's get the goods out. There we go. Fold that back down. Put this box back together. Put that all to the side. And there is ARCEE in the plastic. You see a bunch of sets of hands. Looks like one fell out. You have the boosters, extra head, antenna, some blasters at the bottom. It's several tiered plastic, so let's go ahead and get these out. First, take the top layer off, and we got this first. So here we have, what's this, your warranty sheet. So basically just fill that out and, you know, send it on in. You got your warranty. You got your instruction book here. A few pages, not much. Basically shows everything, all the accessories comes with. How to take the head off for the batteries, you know, the booster installation, booster movements, shoulder and elbow movements, neck and body movements, leg movements, base and stand, and that. So I don't think we need that. Haven't watched any reviews, but, you know, going with over DLX stuff before, it's pretty basic, simple, to the point. There's one thing I'll go over with you as well when we get to it, and that is the batteries. I'll show you guys how to install them and what you need. But next up, here's the stand. And we'll get that plastic piece off. So here's your little stand mechanism piece. Got a little foam pad there. And on the bottom, you have the ARCEE stand. That sucks it doesn't say ARCEE, it says Transformers Bumblebee and ThreeZero in pink. But you can see your cool Cybertronian looking stand. Plastic, not much to it. So basically we'll take the stand. You're gonna get this piece right here and plug it in like that. Get that part lined up. And there you go. So you can move this around as you want it. There you go, fully extended, and we'll just set that back and get that out the way. So next, we're gonna go ahead and pop the main piece open and go over RC. But we're gonna go ahead and get all her little pieces out first and go over all of them. And we'll start, I guess, with the hands. So first up, you have a pair of fist hands. So these will attach simply to her wrist with ball joints. As you can see, they're all white, and you got some metal accents in there. Cool stuff. Basic, nothing to it. So yeah, 2 fist hands. Now we'll probably be using these, and here you have 2 grip hands, well, 2 trigger finger hands. As you can see, they're all white with the gray silver gunmetal accents. Hole for the ball joint, and the opening so you can slide the pistols into, I believe. You see, yeah, the thumb is not connected, so they can fit in there. Cool. And finally, you get a pair of open hands. Once again, hole for the ball joint, white with the gunmetal accents, and pretty cool. You can set them different ways, so depending how you want to pose her. I don't know how I'm going to pose this one yet, but we'll get to it and we'll find out. Alright, here's the first booster. Very nice looking. 2-tone colors. The silver with the pink. And then you have some gunmetal on the inside there. You have this piece here that'll plug into her back. And there's a little hinge on it. Detail is amazing. These things are super, super cool. So this will be her, I guess, left side. And here's the other one. So this will go on the right side. There you go. Same thing, just in reverse. Very cool. Once they're on, you know, it'll be just a little backpack. Cool stuff. Alright, now we'll go ahead and bring her her blasters out. So she has a pair of these blaster pistols right here. Pretty cool. Gunmetal. Simple, all simple color. Nothing more to it. Holes in the tips like you could use blast effects, but this figure does not come with any blast effects, unfortunately. Maybe get some aftermarket ones or use one from someone else. They're kind of larger than I think of any I have, so I don't think I can do anything with them, but very cool. If you take these, I'm going to go ahead and bring in one of the hands just to give an example. So what you can do is kind of get that. Actually, got to try to loosen it up a little bit because the hands are pretty tight and stiff. So pull those fingers out and just slide that handle on down in there, and there you go. Cool. We'll just do one for now. All right, so she has a secondary head here, and this one kind of looks like the concept art of RC, you know, that we saw before. But it's got the smaller face. It looks pretty good. I might end up using this one. And then we get at the lady, and here is the DLX ARCEE. Very cool looking figure. Very cool. Nice and detailed, heavy. Has a kind of like an oil odor to it, so that's odd. But anyways, you can see the head on this one. It's a little different. So the face is larger here. I would say this is more the animated style, but you know, it is the movie, of course. And this is more the concept style. I think I don't want to have a too small of a head because her body looks a little bit larger than that would go on. But we can mix them in and out and see how they go. Look close, you can see her little Autobot symbol on her upper chest right here. So very cool. She does have some plastic that we need to get off. Some bindings around her wrist. Go ahead and get those off. It's nice they do that, so you know, just in case something comes loose, you know, it doesn't get all scratched up in the box and all that. Just get that unraveled, pull that off. And then she also has 2 around her thighs and knee. Get those off. 1. and 2. I think that's it for that stuff. Alright, so let's check her out. As you can see, she's got just regular, normal open hands that come on the figure. See the head, there's some nice neck articulation there. The head on the ball joint, moving around, can do a full 360 as well. So very cool. Is any of this chest stuff open? No. Check out the waist. She does have a little bit of an ab crunch forward and back. And doesn't look like any waist swivel. Check out these shoulder pads come up. The arms can go up this high. You see no swivel, but they can do a full 360. There's a hinge in the elbow. It's only single jointed. We'll take a look over here at the forearms. You have this bottom piece that is movable. And there's this outer pad that can rotate without moving the actual forearm itself. And you go down to the hand, and there's a swivel there for that ball joint. So very cool. Come down to the legs. See if these little side skirts come up. Doesn't look like it. Don't think any of this is movable. So okay, let's check the legs out. It looks like it wants to move, but well, it can move a little bit, but I don't think it moves enough to where you can actually do enough with it. But anyways, it looks like the legs will only come out that far. Oops, gotta be careful with that, don't want to chip anything. Go forward that far. And they don't want to go back at all. There is no drop leg. Let's see here. Doesn't seem to be any mobility on the thighs. You have that double jointed knee. Very cool. You can see the gears and everything move in there when you turn this. So it's super cool. Nice and articulated. The knee pad moves a bit when the shin moves. So that's cool. Come down to the foot. You see you got the wheel in the back. You have a small hinge at the, I guess, ankle. But apart from that, there's a little bit of pivot. But overall, it's pretty nice. Nice articulation, nice detail. So now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. First, let's go ahead and check the heads out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this head out. So inside of this, you need 2 AG13 batteries. So that's these ones. You should be able to pick them up at any electronics store or electronics department in a department store. They can be fairly tough to get. I get mine on Amazon usually, but anyways, right here, this piece right above her brow is where you're gonna lift. However, in the back, you have this little piece right here. So basically, you just kind of pop that, and that should come right off. Be careful, don't lose that, it's very small. Put that to the side. If you look in the back, there's a very tiny screw. Gotta love these tiny screws with Transformers. I have this little antique, tiny screw head here, Phillips. So go ahead and try to find that, line it up, and we'll be able to get it out. I held on to this because it fits Transformers pretty well. And so basically, you're just gonna twist that until you can get it out. And you have a very, very tiny screw. So put that to the side so you don't lose it. And then you come back over and you kind of lift that dome piece some, and the back should pop up with it. So the dome will come right off like that. And then inside you'll have your little battery pack. Right here you have the little switch, and then you'll take your AG13 batteries, and here I have 2. Okay. Take your 2 AG13 batteries, flat, and then the bump, and slide them on in like that. Have the bump part facing forward. If you got them in right, you hit that button, and the lights will pop on. Cool. So then we'll take the head, and go ahead and place that battery pack back in there. Line it up for us nice and snug. Give it a test. You can see the lights are on. We'll leave that on for a moment and go ahead and pop that dome back on. And there you go. You have an illuminated RC head. So for the time being, I'm going to leave that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on. It's not a big deal. And then we'll bring over this head, and I'm going to go ahead and just pop this off. Be a little careful because they are on ball joints, and the ball is connected to the head itself. So we'll bring this RC back over, and we're going to check how this head looks on it. Let me see. What do I think? I like it. So we'll put that off to the side, and then we're going to do the same with this head. Alright, so I went ahead and pre-installed the batteries, but I'll go ahead and show you guys what to do. Again, you have this little piece. You just pop that off. You need to bring out that little mini screwdriver and get that screw out. Pop the dome, and then hit the button, and then your eyes will light up on RC. So we can go ahead and take our pick. This one kind of goes more with, I think, the look, the movie look itself. You know, she's got that wider face. This one, like I said, it just looked like the concept. So for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and use the head that was on there that it came with. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these lights off and swap the heads. Alright, so went ahead and put this head back on. Put the screwdriver to the side. So now what are we going to do with the hands? Well, I definitely want at least a pistol in her hand. So we're going to go ahead and take this flat hand and pop that off. And then we'll go ahead and plug in this pistol hand right here. I mean, I suppose I could use two, but I want to try something a little different. So I'm going to pop that one off too. And I'm going to give her one of these. So we'll do that. Now we'll spin her around, and you can see these two holes here. That's where her boosters will plug into. So we will take number one and plug this in right here. And then booster two. And right there. It's cool because these can move, so that's nice. I like that. Nice little touch to it. Depending how you want it, you can go like that. Do all kind of stuff. Pretty wild. I like it. So we're actually going to do something like this, just to make it a little bit different. And as for her posing, let's try a couple things because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. So if you come down to the foot, I was wondering if them wheels did anything, but they don't. But that hinge can move a little bit. So, might just have to get her in a two-gun stance, but I kind of wanted to have the hand, you know, she's like, hold up, I got him, or something. Stuff off to the side. I'll go ahead and bring this leg out some. Gotta crack that knee a bit. Use that pivot. So we'll do something with her, something like this. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and zoom in for this one as we have our nice little pose. We have one final piece to add, and here we have our little antenna. So this is pretty simple. On the side of her head, she has this little slot right here. Basically just going to take the antenna and plug it on in. just like that. It does go with both heads, so you can use it for either or. And there we go, we got that on there. Now, for the time being that it is in here, let me give you a decent shot of it. It's not bad looking. So we're gonna just go ahead and take that back off. And it's still here. We will have it on display, but for the rest of the video, I'm gonna actually leave it out so I can put it to the side and not lose it. Anyways, let's go ahead and show you guys some comparisons. So first, here is the Transformers Collectors Club, Only Human, ARCEE. Here is the Transformers Studio Series, G1 Transformers the Movie, ARCEE. And here is the Transformers Masterpiece, ARCEE. So very cool for your size comparisons. As you can see, we went from the 3 3/4 inch all the way up to the 7 inch or 8 inch, I'm sorry, that the Masterpiece Transformer RC is. And as you can see that the DLX had quite a bit of a height advantage on her. So now we're gonna go ahead and get her thrown on the turntable and we will give you some final thoughts.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right, here is the Transformers Bumblebee movie DLX RC collectible figure from ThreeZero. What an amazing, amazing, amazing figure. I could not be happier. I've waited for this thing. I pre-ordered it on day one. You know, today it finally released. It was a little bit of a delay in shipment, but that was due to, I guess, Hasbro Pulse not getting them in on time. I'm sure some other people have gotten them, but like I said, I don't watch any reviews normally before I review something. I'd like to be the first to do it for myself and figure it out. I think I got everything handled. If I missed a couple things, you know, big deal, but pretty sure I got it all. I just love the fact that they brought in, you know, this character back, you know, in the Bumblebee movie, that Cybertron, you know, war scene, you know, where you got to see all the G1 Transformers in there. I saw RC and I was like, yes, you even heard a little voiceover. But they brought her back, you know, in her pink and white. This figure was, you couldn't ask for anything more, especially being an RC fan. She was one of my favorites as a kid, favorite to this day. And I just couldn't be happier. Overall, the articulation is great. I wish the legs could move a little bit more. The arm movement is fantastic. Some of them little, you know, nodules and pieces, hinges, gears, all the other stuff that's just crazy movable. It's in there and it's awesome. And if you look close to it, you can see it. And it's just simply, you know, fantastic. I'm gonna really highly rate this figure. Too bad it didn't come out last year. It would have definitely probably been my #1. So we'll see how this year goes. I know I didn't get a top 10 up for last year. I'm still working on that. Just, you know, life calls and busy, but I'll get something up. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. And if you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.